Hi, I'm Stephen, and welcome to Let's Get Working. Change is a fact of life, a fact most of us have probably wished wasn't so at one point or another. But change comes, and there's nothing we can do about it. Whether it's something small or something that shakes everything up, learning to deal with change in the workplace is a useful skill to have. When you've been in a job for a while, you get used to the way things are done, even if you don't agree with them. As much as we may want things to change, if they do, we become anxious or annoyed. One question floats around in our mind. What will these changes mean for me, and how will they affect my job? The fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and the fear of things we can't control are what cause us to fear change. The first step in dealing with change is acknowledging what's going to change. Ignoring it isn't going to solve anything, and I find the more I ignore something I'm worried about, the more I end up worrying about it. So recognize what's going to change and what your fears and concerns about it are. It may be a change in management and you're not sure you'll get along with the new manager. It may be new hardware or software that you're not sure how to use. Or perhaps the layout of the store or office is going to change and you don't like where things are going to be moved. When I'm unsure of things, I find knowing more about them helps me work through my concerns. I either learn I was worrying for nothing, or I gain information that will help me to address my concerns. If you're unsure how new change is going to affect you, or if you're having trouble dealing with the change, talk them through with someone. You can sit there and wonder what change is going to mean for you, or you can seek answers and solutions. Whether it's your manager or a co-worker, asking someone involved in the change is a good place to start. They may not be able to tell you everything you want to know, but as I said, talking things through with other people is a good way to manage your doubts. They may be thinking the same thing as you and have the same concerns. I always find it helpful to find out I'm not alone. When talking things through with someone, it doesn't have to be someone from your work. It could be a friend or family member. They may not be able to provide the same solutions, but they can help put things into perspective and help you deal with what you're feeling. It's easy to get stuck focusing on the negative side of things, especially when you're already annoyed that things are going to change. But focusing too much on the negative side of things will cause you to lose sight of all the positive things you stand to gain. For example, a new way of doing things may slow you down initially as you learn how things are done. But once you're familiar, the new system is more efficient, so you'll be able to finish your tasks quicker. There'll be some changes that have no negatives and some that have few positives. But before you decide to hate it, have a look at what you stand to gain. Positivity is the key here. If you think negatively, you'll only see the downside of things. There will be changes at work that will be out of your control. They'll be put into action by management and you'll have to learn and adapt, whether you agree with the changes or not. While you could sit there stuck in the past wishing things would go back to the way they were, this isn't very productive. Resisting every step of the change will only make it harder on yourself. Learning to let go of what was and focusing on what is will make it easier for you to adapt and get back into the swing of things. This doesn't mean you can't communicate your thoughts on change if they're creating difficulties for you. Do so constructively, of course. But digging your heels in, refusing to adapt or learn, and making everything difficult for everyone around you by constantly complaining isn't going to help. Change is inevitable. We can't always control it, but we can control how we face it. Whether it's with optimism and a willingness to adapt, or a stubborn attitude and resisting it at every stage. The choice is up to you. So are you someone who adapts easily, or do you hate the thought of change? Let me know in the comments section below. If you have any questions, get in touch, and for more information, videos and articles on all things employment, check out our website, letsgetworking.com.au. Until next time, have a good day.